says, did I then begin to inquire of the Most High for him? Be it far from me, let not the king impute anything unto his servant, nor to all the house of my father, nor thy servant knew nothing of all this, less or more. Okay? And the king said, thou shalt surely die, Amalek, thou and all thy father's house. And the king said unto the footmen that stood about him, turn and slay the priests of the Most High, because their hand also is with David, and because they knew when he fled and did not shew it to me, but the servants of the king would not put forth their hand to fall upon the priests of the Most High, man. All right, so the Lord didn't have, he put their spirit on them to not, basically obey Saul, to slay those priests, man. All right, so hey, if the Lord doesn't want, harm to come to you, man, hey, it's not gonna come. It's not gonna come, man. Cause hey, matter of fact, another example, man. Look at Job. Just look at Job, man. Satan asked for the Lord to remove their heads, cause he knew that hey, he wasn't gonna be able to touch Job, without the Lord removing that, man. All right, and this is 1 Samuel 23. I'm gonna go to. Hold on, bro. Because in this specific account, man, they actually caught David, man. Saul, they actually caught him. Okay, but hey, something happened to where they had to leave. You know, and that was basically the Lord delivering David again, man. I'm trying to get straight to the point. I'm gonna say 25. All right, I'm starting 25. All right. It says Saul also and his men went to seek him, and they told David, wherefore he came down into a rock and abode in the wilderness of Maon. And when Saul heard that, he pursued after David in the wilderness of Maon. And Saul went down on the side of the mountain, and David and his men on that side of the mountain. And David made haste to get away for the fear of Saul. For Saul and his men compassed David and his men round about to take them. All right, so hey, they was about to, have a look on David, man. They was surrounding him. 27 it says, but there came a messenger unto Saul, saying, haste thee and come, for the Philistines have invaded the land, man. All right. Wherefore Saul returned from pursuing after David and went against the Philistines. Therefore they called that place Salahama. All right, Salahama Lakah. All right, and David went up from thence and dwelt in the strongholds in Gindi. All right, so the point of bringing that, man, is that look how the Lord delivered David out of that situation, man. He had somebody go invade, Saul's land. To where, hey, he would have to leave, man. He would have to basically put what he was doing right now on hold, man. Boom, quick escape route for David to get out of there, man. So, hey, if the Lord doesn't want any harm to come to you, man, hey, it's not going to come to you, man. He got you. All right? He's not going to let anything, touch any of his elect, man. Any of his chosen men. All right? But Lord willing, this is edifying, man. I want to give all praises on and glory to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Shah's count. Back again with another quick little hit. It's going to be real short and sweet. But before I do anything, I'm going to start by saying, call Halim La, Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Kakadash. That's all praises to the Father, in the name of his only begotten Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Kama Shanakabala Zaquim Shah Yasharala. She give double honors to the elders of Israel, which are the elders and apostles, their millstones, who teach and rule well. And watch Shalom, Ba'atabaki Yashar Yasharala. Peace and love to elect Israel. All right, this real short video is basically going, be straight to the point, on how, if you're a man of the Lord, man, he's not going to allow anything to come your way, man. He's not going to let any harm come towards his prophets, man. Because, hey, me and the brothers was reading it earlier this morning, man, and we was reading the book of First Samuel. And I'm going to grab the scripture, but, I'm going to speak on it right now. We was reading the account in First Samuel, when Saul was seeking for David, man. And he was seeking to kill David, man. Shit, every chance he got, the Lord delivered him out of that, man. Delivered David out of that, man. And I'm gonna grab the script. The first, let me grab this. Just to drop my point home. This is Psalms 115. Basically like home to my prophets. Oh, kind of 105, and I'm gonna start at. I can start at 14. It says, "He suffered no man to do them wrong, yea, he reproved kings for their sakes," man. All right, it says, "Saying, touch not mine anointed, and do my prophets no harm." All right, so and that's what you're seeing in the book of First Samuel, man, with Saul and David, man. All right, do his prophets no harm, man. He had those angels encamped around about David, man. He constantly made escape routes for David, man. Like the scripture speaks of in First Corinthians, the 10th chapter. He constantly made an escape route for him, man. And if you read that specific story, man, you would see it. Like, hey, Saul, he wanted his head, man. And everything that he did, the Lord didn't have him prevail, man. The Lord didn't have anything that he wanted to do to David go right, man. Matter of fact, they had I forgot which chapter it was in, but hey, Saul, he sent 3 groups of men after David, man. The first group he sent out, to go seek for David's life. And the boys ended up prophesying, man. Saul with the second and third. And hey, even he went himself, man, and the Lord had him, end up prophesying, man. Took him off his whole game plan, man. You know, hey, Saul, he was going out there with bad intentions, man, to slay David, man. Likewise with his men. But the Lord put that spirit on him to where, hey, you're not gonna be worried about none of that, man. He went out there, grabbed the garment, and hey, started bringing it out. It said that they prophesied, man. So hey, he was basically, hey, the spirit was just basically took off, like that spirit of him wanting to slay David, man, was just taken off of him, man. All right, and the account in First Samuel 22, I believe. I want to say this, but then this is basically going to show David, escaping out of this certain situation with Saul, man. I want to say it's 17.